This is going over calculating the lowest common multiple, or LCM, of at least two numbers using prime factors. Now, before we start, you need to know how to do prime factor decomposition. So writing something as a product of their primes. So I'm going to do it with 24 quickly and show you an example. So if you have 24, look at the lowest prime that goes into it, which is 2. Okay, 24 divided by 2 is 12. Okay, signal that I've got prime there. And then 12, look for the lowest prime number that goes into it, which is 2 again. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Signal that's a prime. And then lowest prime number into 6 is actually 2 once again. So I've got 2. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. They're both primes. And then we've got 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So you need to know how to do this to be able to calculate the lowest common multiple with this method. All right, so I'm going to go to an example of doing this now. So find the lowest common multiple of 24 and 36. So I've got my steps here of how to do it. And the first step there says find the prime factors of both numbers. Now I've cheated a little bit because I've got 24 and 36 and I've already done 24 up there. So I'm gonna not find the prime factors of that because I've already done it. I'm gonna go straight to find the prime factors of 36. So if I write out 36 and my first few prime numbers, so I've got those to refer to, and then start calculate the prime factors. So 36 can be divided by 2, so I do that. And 36 divided by 2 is 18. Circle that prime. Now 18, the lowest prime number that goes into it is 2 again. So 2 is a prime. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And then looking at 9, lowest prime number that goes into it is 3. And 9 divided by 3 is also 3. So we've got that there. So what I'm going to do is just write out my two answers. So 24 was 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And 36 was 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So I'm just going to write those out. All right. So that is step 1, all right? You need to be able to find the prime factors. Step 2 is to draw a Venn diagram. Now, Venn diagram will look like this. So you have 2 circles, one circle representing one number, so 24, the other one 36. Now, we need to place these numbers within the Venn diagram in certain places. Now, we're going to place numbers in both lists in the middle, so in that section. So these are the repeats from both lists. So 2 repeats with that 2 there. So that 2 and that 2 repeat. So I'm going to put 1, 2 in the middle. Next one, that 2 and that 2, they repeat with each other. So I'm going to put that 2 in the middle. That 2 doesn't repeat with anything. I'm going to leave it for the moment. And then 3, it repeats with a 3 here. So 3 and 3. So I'm going to put that in the middle as well. So place all the numbers in both lists in the middle. Next step 4, place the remaining numbers in their circles. So here I've got 2 left over. So I've got that left over, so I'm going to place that in the 24 circle. And on that one, I've got 3 left over, so I'm going to place that in the 36 circle. Now, to actually use this information to calculate the lowest common multiple, you have to time every number together. So you need to do, it might end up being a long multiplication, but with lots of numbers, but you can break it down. So it'll end up being 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 3 times by 3. So we calculate this now. We could break it down to make it easier. So we could say 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. So we could say it's 4 times 2 times 9. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 9 is 72. And then that will mean that the lowest common multiple of 24 and 36 is 72. Okay, I've got a second one below now. I will give you an opportunity to give it a go. So we're using 18 and 30 this time. Press pause, give it a go, but I will go over it in detail as well. Okay, so I'm going to find the lowest common multiple of 18 and 30 now. So I'm going to start off by finding the prime factors of both numbers. That was our first step. So let's look at 18. Sorry to hear any background noise, that's my budgie tweeting away. So 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Okay, so let's find the prime factors of 18. So 18, go down, could be divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. That's a prime number. And then 9, lowest prime number that goes into it is 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. That's a prime, and 3 is a prime, so that's done. Now let's do the same with 30. Okay, so I'm going to use my primes here. Lowest prime that goes into it is 2. So I use that. And 30 divided by 2 is 15. And then 15, lowest prime that goes into it is 5. Sorry, it's 3. But it actually, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And they're both primes. So I've got those answers there. So I could write 18 is 2 times 3 times 3. And 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. All right, so once you've done that, you're going to be drawing the Venn diagram now. So one circle, the other circle. This one will represent 18, that will represent 30. So we're looking for numbers in both lists first. So we have a look, that 2 matches with that 2 there. So they match, so we'll put 2 in the middle. Okay, this 3 here matches with that 3 there. So they match together, so we'll put 3 in the middle. Now that 3 and that 5, they don't match. So that means they go in the circles relevant to them. So this 3 will go in that circle there. And then that 5 will go in this circle here. So to calculate the lowest common multiple at this point, you will multiply all these digits together. So we'll do, for this part, it will be 2 times 3 times by 3. So 2 times 3 times 3 times by 5. So you could do that. You can break it down into different sections. So for this one, I'm going to do 2 times 3 first, which is 6. 3 times 5, which is 15. 6 times 15, so I could do 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 5 is 30. Add that together and get 90. So that means the lowest common multiple of 18 and 30 is 90. And that is how to find the lowest common multiple using prime factors.